This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
Quiet on the set, please! Silence! Silence!
I knew you'd come. I'm not finished with you!
I am the cream, yeah. The cream of the crop.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening.
Because we don't just set the bar, we are the bar.
Hey, hi, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on thebrokeninfinite.com, Podomatic.com, iTunes, and wherever else you may find this fine audio recording, and live on RVT Entertainment's official Twitch.tv channel. We talk about professional wrestling, both in the mainstream and the independent scene. My name is Matty Jay. That's TWK.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am TWK of TWK Reviews. I'm here to entertain you, and this is our final YouTube broadcast live.
Yeah, we will be on demand starting April 1st. Ranger Recap of Wrestle-Cast will be available in VOD format on our YouTube page, but as far as live shows, we are Twitch.tv exclusive for the WrestleMania preview show. This is our final show, but what a show to end our YouTube run in, I tell you. I mean, we got a review we have two New Japan shows to talk about, a preview and a review.
Yeah, it's the first time we've ever done that, I think. Which
is, you know, we have strong style involved, and of course news, because we have no other spot to put it in. And then we have Sakura Genesis, one of the big Tokyo, well, not Tokyo Dome, but one of the big Sumo Hall shows. Well, we have a very Japanese show tonight, I guess you could say.
Just a shame that New Japan can't ever go back to the Budokan.
Oh, wait!
Because, you know, they like having all the wrestlers on board that they can, and, well, there's a certain one that if they do go back there, they can't bring him along.
Who is that?
Kota Ibushi.
Why, is he banned from the Budokan?
Because they told him, hey, do not do anything off of our balconies. And then Kota Ibushi then went into his match and did a moonsault off of a balcony, and now he's banned.
Oh, no.
So when Kenny Omega said this week, is Kota Ibushi going to have another Budokan incident? Yes, he will. Because he does not give a fuck.
He does not. He does not. But, you know, so I say, oh, wait, because the final 3 nights, they're going to the Budokan for G1 Climax. So that's going to be a little interesting. Like, what if Kota Ibushi is part of the G1 this year?
I like to read his exact tweet is, this is going to be another Budokan situation for Ibushi, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we'll talk about what he's specifically referring to in our news segment.
Yeah, news segment. We'll talk about it in segment 1, including our thoughts on Strong Style Evolved, which will kick off this evening. We have your emails and comments, your winners and losers, and for the third segment, we talk about Sakura Genesis 2018. LPH. We will get to the Louisiana Wrestling and Boxing Commission. We will get to those dickholes. Trust us. We know this. But we got to take care of business first. We got to take care of the business. And at the end of the night, what will probably be one of the tag team matches of the year, Kenny Omega, he got the right to talk about. He got to talk into a microphone. And he was understandably a little sad. But it was the end of Strong Style Evolved, and he had some choice words. So take a listen to that. We'll talk about Strong Style Evolved in a second. BRB, we'll take care of that. Let's take a listen to Kenny Omega.
You know, sometimes it's a sad world that we live in, where friends have to go to war with one another. And sometimes in war, there are casualties. Look at me. This isn't the Kenny Omega you're used to seeing. And I wish I could be happy about the situation between the elite. But there is a silver lining. The silver lining is that the Golden Lovers are back. That we are here to stay. And that before you know it, New Japan Pro Wrestling is coming back to a backyard near each and every one of you. And rest assured, whether this company likes it or not, I will make sure that both of us are in a feature matchup because, heck, we love to party with you guys. You know, these issues with the Bullet Club, I wish they would be resolved sooner rather than later. But people like Cody, all they're ever good at is talking. So when it comes down to it, oh yeah, you're gonna see Kenny Omega beat the ever-living poop out of him.
Alright, I got to admit a little bit. The mix was a little off on that, but you got to hear it. And yeah, he mentioned the next big match he's got, and that's not this week, it's next weekend, where he gets to beat the quote-unquote poop out of one Cody R. Runnels.
Is this middle initial R, really?
Well, if you put it in quotation marks and say the R stands for Rhodes, then yeah, you could probably get away with that.
All right.
But that's next week. Oh God, isn't that next week? Oh God, we got plenty of wrestling to talk about here. Strong Style Evolved, presented by New Japan Pro Wrestling, the Long Beach Walter Pyramid in Long Beach, California, a suburb of Los Angeles, California, United States of America. Packed crowd, beautiful. At first glance, the first thought that from an aesthetic point of view, I thought, wow, they they tore down the Budokan, the sumo hall a little bit there. From the entrance aspect, it looked like it was a bit of I want to say budget because it's a nice building, but you know what I mean, right? The aesthetically speaking,
it feels like they brought a bit of Japan to us here in the United States.
In a sense, the way they presented the entrances and everything else from each corner, very nice. I appreciate that.
And then the production all went to shit immediately.
Ooh. All right, let's put the chips down here. Was the commentary from the Access Television people better than the one from G1 Special last year? The answer? I'm going to say yes. Was it good, though? I got to say, no. They were on in the main event. They were, in fairness, in the championship match and the main event. That great commentary. But they should have been on all night. And unfortunately, man, I don't want to come to August. And, we have a G1 special coming up in San Francisco. T-Dub, I don't want to put Jim Ross on my worst list. I really don't.
Yeah. Well, he's got one more chance to prove himself on July 7th.
And Barnett, dude, you're on that list too right now. Oh man. But and of course you talked about the production. Oh my god. The first match in particular.
I have to ask, are you sure we were watching Japanese wrestling and not the Chinese wrestling that Convoy recommended us? Because some of those camera cuts were
some of those camera cuts, some of those camera angles were not pretty. Like I'm watching, I got the big screen on, and I have Sakura Genesis from last year on, and let's focus on the fact that the wrestling was good.
Yes, the
no
wrestling
amount
was
of shit
excellent.
Production can fuck up good wrestling.
I know, but let me just explain why this production was so bad. Because
actually, there's a video. Showbuckle did a perfect video about that.
No, he did a video why New Japan was so good. I'm about to really explain why this was so bad in very specific terms.
Yeah.
Whenever they would have people fight on the outside and people in the ring, they would constantly cut between in the ring and out of the ring at the same time. However, you're not supposed to do that. In New Japan, they would just focus on what's in the ring because what's in the ring is important. That's why the ring is elevated, because that's the stage. So that is what you want everyone to focus on. What's happening outside doesn't matter. You don't need to focus on that at all. You just need to focus on what's happening in the ring.
Well, unless it's Minoru Suzuki, and in that case, just focus on Minoru Suzuki if you value your life. But the point, and I'm making a joke about this, by the way, but yeah, I'm with T-Dub on this.
Because when you constantly cut between the two, then you're constantly missing spots in the ring, those really important ones that you really need to focus on, and they constantly just miss spot after spot after spot. And sometimes they'd have bad camera angles where they would just zoom in really close on a person, and then someone would do a dive over the ropes, and the only thing you would see is them making contact.
It's as it's weird because Japan's production of multi-man matches is better than any other promotion out there because they give you glimpses of what's going on the outside because, you hear noises you want to see. But for the most part, they keep it in the ring because the two legal people are in the ring. And I bring up Minoru Suzuki because, well, anytime a Suzuki-gun brawl, because it breaks out, they have no choice but to follow the action outside because ain't nobody in the fucking ring. But it's as if they got Kevin Dunn on ADD.
Oh, God, if Kevin Dunn was doing this, we'd have all those bad camera cuts and shaky cams.
Yeah, the one thing they didn't give us was shaky cam, and especially on the hard cam. Okay, there's a big empty space right there in the middle of the crowd because reasons, right? Why is the ring in the top third, not the middle third, like it usually should be in any other wrestling production ever?
Yeah, generally, for those who don't know...
That was the one thing that irked me more than anything else. Like, the camera angles, I'm like, that's shit, but I'm like, the wrestling's good, so I'll take it. But I'm with you. The production was shit, and the one thing that kept, like, come on. Raise your freaking camera 2 up! Up!
Yeah,
Go up! Go up!
That's the film.
Show the crowd it's sold out. You could show the crowd. Don't be afraid. It's there. It's going to be loud. Don't be scared. Oh.
Yeah.
Just raise the camera angle just a little bit.
I'm laughing because
I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off that you're not more pissed off about that than I am right now about that shit.
The reason I'm laughing is because I can relate to this so much because, we're the film geeks and we were taught, how each camera shot is divided.
Same here. And I volunteered as a camera dude at every time there's this one idiot on camera 2, the easiest camera to handle. What we would do daytime, and he'd always move it. He would, Rick, 2, move up, leave it alone. And I just lock it because I'm like, at this point, unless something drastic happens, I leave the camera alone. He's always on hand. It's either shaking or tilting down or veering to the right because he has to scratch his butt, you know?
Yeah, the only cameras that need to ever move are the ones on the sides. Really. And the thing is, like, I can forgive them for not getting some of the signature cues, like zooming out the right moments, but like they would just constantly screw up just the most basic things during this production. They really need to get things together because
in the first match specifically, the name plates were fucked up.
A few times, yeah.
A few times. I mean, especially in the first match, I think they got settled in the graphics department later on, but
that one thing that really annoyed me from the commentary is that the same problem I had with them last year is that they kept talking over the introductions.
And they did it again. Fuck's sake, who's running that shit show? Honestly. And this is Access TV. We're not blaming TVSI because they have, other than maybe a camera or two, they're not providing any production value to it. This is Access TV.
Yeah, and I remember specifically from watching the New Japan Cup that several times Kim Kill would start a thought, and then he would stop and let the ring announcer do their jobs, and then he would resume his thought to show respect for the ring announcers for the job that they provide. However, Jim Ross, Josh Barnett, they'll constantly just go on and on and on and on and never shut up when the ring announcers are trying to do their job, and it just feels kind of disrespectful to me.
I get the feeling that this was them, what they do on the Access TV channel. They thought that's cool because we're on tape. We're not on tape, we're live, you dickholes. My God, I just called Jim Ross a dickhole. What is wrong with me?
By the way, hot take. This past year, Michael Cole's been doing a better job than Jim Ross. Suck it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to argue here because Jim Ross does not have Vince McMahon in his fucking ear. So yeah, I'm with Tito on this one. I'll double down. Michael Cole's a better announcer than Jim Ross. In 2018, better fucking believe it.
Which is not something I ever predicted I would ever say, but here we are.
It's 2018, and the man with Vince McMahon constantly in his ear telling him to bury Matt Hardy on live TV is better than Jim Ross calling New Japan Pro Wrestling. How fucked up is that?
And just for the hottest of hot takes, so is Josh Matthews. Suck it, suck it, suck it.
You don't have to think about it for a second, but he's not wrong. He's
you
not
agree
wrong
with me.
And Josh Matthews is hot shit. It is hot caca. Josh Matthews is shit on commentary too. I'm gonna have to put Jim Ross on my worst list this year, goddammit, and I do not feel good about that.
No, Hairball, we will not change our minds.
I think he's referencing the meme that's going on.
Oh, the meme,
the
right.
meme of the month
yeah.
there.
Somebody needs to make one of those. Someone needs to make one of those, but with but instead with Josh Matthews. Josh Matthews is better than JR.
Oh, good Lord.
You can't change my mind.
Anyway, you want to talk about the actual wrestling on this show, which was actually pretty good?
Yeah, now that we've gotten all our...
We've vented. The production is shit, and I am not looking forward to watching it. But
that bothers me so much is that there can be a lot of new people watching this, and it can make them come off as Bush League, which they're not. They truly are a great professional wrestling company.
As it shows with the matches, because the production value may seem Bush League, but the matches were not.
And one last thing.
Plus, it helps to have a hot fucking crowd.
Yeah, that crowd was super hot. And one last complaint. The first two matches had really quiet music.
Yeah, they did. They did. It was generally quiet in the music department, actually.
Yeah, like, who's handling the sound? Did they forget to turn up the knob? Like, come on, this is a wrestling show.
Yeah, turn it to 11 for fuck's sake. And then turn it to 9 because you got to let the announcer talk. And then back to 11, and then back to 3 and 4 and 2, and then you hit the other music, and then you can crank it back at 11. It's wrestling,
almost,
Anyway.
Basic rhythm.
Anyway. They started off...
20 minutes into our ranting, we're finally going to talk about this show.
Yeah, we had to get off. Like, move the camera up, And they said volunteering for TV, yeah, it'll ruin you. It did. It did. Anyway, first match, they started off with Roppongi 3K taking on SoCal Uncensored. The Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels on a New Japan joint. Awesome. Worship us now.
That is pretty sweet, I must say.
There was a delayed reaction there.
I'm looking to see if he was in New Japan before. Nope.
He was not.
Oh, no, he was. He's a former junior heavyweight tag team champion with Bryan Danielson.
Wow. D-Bry?
Yeah, back when he was American Dragon.
Ooh.
And I mean not American Dragon Bryan Danielson. I mean, like, American Dragon, horned mask and everything, apparently, according to Wikipedia.
Yeah, so...
He's back.
It's been a while.
So maybe this was when he was Curry Man. I don't know.
Oh.
Because that's an old gimmick. People think that's not a thing he came up with in TNA. That's an old gimmick.
That's an old gimmick from Japan. Oh, God. Is there a match between Liger and Curry Man somewhere in there?
If there's not, that match needs to happen.
That needs to happen somehow.
And we know he still has the costume. He still has the outfit. He still has it. We've seen it on Being the Elite. So there's no excuse not to do that match.
You know what? While we have a little bit of a lull, I'm tweeting out Curryman versus Jushin Thunder Liger. Book it.
Be sure to tag Christopher Daniels in that as well.
Christopher Daniels, Jushin Thunder Liger, and the Elite. Book that shit for All In. That's all I'm saying. Hey. Book it for All In.
Yes, I was about to say that. Book it for All In.
Yes. Anyway, the Roppongi 3K, they took the win. Quick fact: Scorpio Sky, one of the trainers on the new dojo.
Yep, I saw his interview on the Twitter, on New Japan's Twitter account,
and their YouTube channel as well. They did eventually make their YouTube channel. Next up, it was Gato and Hiroki Goto taking on David Finlay and Juice Robinson. I'm sorry, the flamboyant Juice Robinson. He debuted that gimmick in New Japan Cup.
It's a good look for him.
It's a good look. It kind of like the, I kind of dig the old school Brutus Beefcake tights.
And yet he somehow makes them work so much better.
That's because he's a better wrestler than Brutus Beefcake.
And I kind of like the cool thing where Juice does his entrance where he puts his gear on Finlay.
Yeah. That's a nice touch.
This is a relatively quick match. Shortest match of the night.
Shortest match, 7:24. The rest, none of them went, other than this one, none of them went under 10 minutes. Let me double check the times.
I got Wikipedia up right here. Yeah, 7:24 here.
And I have the New Japan official translated site here. So, yeah. Shortest match, the only match under 10. Finlay and Robinson picked up the win, by the way. Next up, Killer Elite Squad taking on Chucky T. And biggest pop of the night in the undercard, Toru Yano.
I was so happy that he got a big pop.
Oh my god. Pop of the night, okay? Outside the main event, pop of the night. They do a spot, couple of dive spots, and Yano, teases a dive. He's about to dive. Oh, runs. And he starts running towards the turnbuckle, takes it off, throws it.
Yeah.
Roof flies off.
I'm very jealous of YouTubers, Zombie 13, and basically everyone who was there live, because I would have loved to be in that building just to experience that spot.
Just that spot. It was like, hey, frozen up turnbuckle. Yay! Oh. You folks think we're kidding. We're not.
And they say funny don't make money.
Funny be making money in Japan, folks. He's been running with that gimmick for years.
Past several years, it's been running with that goofy shtick, and well, it's selling those DVDs and T-shirts. So,
and I love the touch with the English announcer actually announcing that the DVD and T-shirts in English.
Yep, and the DVD I think will be coming out next month.
Yeah.
So, if you got those region-free DVD players, be sure to pick it up.
Yeah. Why not? And why not? By the way, the KES Killer Elite Squad, they picked up the win here with the
Killer Bomb. By the way,
yeah.
I feel like Lance Archer got the crowd especially wet during this entrance.
He was like, fuck it, this is Woodstock. Everyone gets wet.
And we forgot to bring up, but during New Japan Cup finals, Don Callis actually brought an umbrella during his entrance.
And I saw that. Then he dumped the whole bottle in his suit. Oh, God.
Like, for the Cow Palace, everyone needs to bring an umbrella.
Fuck that. Bring a poncho. He'll go under the umbrella. He can't miss the poncho.
No. Now we need to see Marty Scurll versus Lance Archer.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Yeah, we do.
And Suicide Terror points out ball taps, Matty.
Ball taps?
Yep, there are ball taps during this match.
Oh, you mean right in the ding, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were well, it's well blows, you know, it's part of the...
It's Toriano's finisher.
It's part of his gimmick. Anyway, next up was the Gorillas of Destiny taking on Marty Scurll and Cody. Cody picked up the win using Crossroads over Tonga. And
the Bullet Club is eroding and totally not fine.
Yeah, Cody's like, official merch is a lie! So,
Cody, right before this match began, Cody grabbed a microphone and said, hey, Bullet Club is fine. This match is not happening. Tonga Loa said, no, this match is happening. And if there's one thing that everyone should know about the Gorillas' Destiny is that we are not on Team Cody. So, yeah.
Shuck it, Cody. Shuck it long and shuck it hard.
However, Bullet Club did, Cody and Scurll did pick up the victory.
They did.
And Gorillas' Destiny head to the back with a very dejected look on their faces. So, more stressors going on within the Bullet Club for their dissension.
What is the end game with this?
I don't know.
I mean, you're gonna have to sell a 10,000 seater with this shit. Anyway, next up, 8-man tag. It was pretty much 4/5 of Los Ingobernables. Evil was out with an injury at the time.
He's coming back this Sunday.
He actually came back at Kirk and Hall. I was actually watching that with the English commentary before we went on.
Oh, they did a Road 2 show?
They did a Road 2 show at Kirkin, yeah.
And actually had English commentary?
Yeah, Callis and Don and Kevin.
Wow, I didn't know they did English commentary for Road 2 shows now.
I guess they're doubling down on the commentary.
Wow, they're really taking this whole expansion to the U.S. thing seriously this year.
It's not all of them, but obviously they're here for a week or whatever, so you may as well, I guess.
I know, but it's really feeling like they're taking their expansion to English-speaking territories a lot more seriously this year than ever before.
Yeah, which is not a bad idea.
Hey, if you in New Japan, if you want to come to the East Coast, there's a good arena called the Norfolk Scope. It's got a good 15,000 plus seater.
Yeah. Cheap
it's
plug?
got some,
Cheap plug?
Yep. Cheap plug. And, it's got some historical standpoints. I mean, everyone remember the invasion?
Yeah, the invasion of WCW wrestling. I plug, come to Montreal. That's all I'm going to say there. No. Loath as is to me to say, Maple Leaf Gardens, Toronto. They still have part of a building in there.
It would be nice to have any major event take place in that building again.
Oh, yeah. We got to keep moving. 8-man tag. LIJ, they took on the team of Dragon Lee, Ryusuke Taguchi, Kushida, and Hiroshi Tanahashi. Naito picked up the win using Destino on Ryusuke Taguchi. It was a nice match. LIJ, over as hell.
Well, I'd like to note that to Jack King, a.k.a. Jack the Jobber, his name is Ryusuke Taguchi. Ryusuke Taguchi, not Ryusuke, sir.
To be fair, Blampier had the same problem.
Who?
Plumpy?
Who?
Oh, you're ignoring because of that shit. Come on, dude.
I don't remember this person existing.
Dude, do we have to do this gimmick every time someone does some bullshit? Like, would you have to ignore Kevin Spacey too now?
Oh, hell yeah, I'm ignoring him. Dude's a rapist.
Well, I'm not denying that. Fuck him too. But still, I'm just trying to make a factual fact. And you're treating Adam Blampier like he's freaking Chris Benoit.
Well, he may not have murdered anyone, but he did fuck up some people's. What's the phrase I'm looking for here? He did fuck with some people's heads really badly.
And he admitted it.
Authority.
And he admitted it in video.
And yet his fans won't.
I'll stand with you on Michael Elgin. Michael Elgin's a bad human being here. And a truly irredeemable piece of shit. But Blampier is trying to do something. And he's obviously haven't made a video in a year, so.
He actually made a video like a few months ago.
Yeah, just an update video, but that's it. Like in the what culture / cultaholic production style, he hasn't. Anyway, this went off the rails real quick.
Yes, it did.
I'm just trying to say, I was just trying to make the fact that even he fucked up Ryusuke's name. So.
And even Hairball's going, who?
Don't encourage him, folks. I'm just trying to make facts, not trying to put anybody over. I was just trying to point out a fact. That's it. That's all it is.
Nonetheless, we had
the fact that I hate Rey Mysterio's bicep.
What do you have against Rey Mysterio's bicep?
It tore, so it tore and screwed everyone out of a dream match.
That is true, but are you going to fight his bicep over it?
Well, no.
I'm pretty sure his bicep would win.
I'm pretty sure Rey Mysterio's bicep could kick my ass. Or, in this case, beat my ass.
Nonetheless, good match here from LIJ and Taguchi Japan and Dragon Lee.
And then, of course, I was making the reference to the next match. Jushin Thunder Liger taking on the junior heavyweight champion, Will Ospreay, who stepped in. Great match from the pair, too. Yeah,
really good stuff. And as usual, Will Ospreay with the cool entrance gear, bringing back his Spyro gear.
Yeah.
And you can tell it's Spyro because, it's got the horns on it, on the hood. Which I like, because I'm a mark for video games.
Yes. Oh. And, of course, Ospreay winning the Oscar. We got to talk about the next. We got to keep moving. We got a night here.
Yeah, we're wasting too much time just rambling on.
We'll rave on about the crowd being awesome. Because this crowd, next up was Tomohiro Ishii and Kazuchika Okada. This is the Road 2 matchup. They took on Zack Sabre Jr. and Minoru Suzuki. And, oh, good Lord. The crowd, they like Zack Sabre Jr. They respect the fuck out of Minoru Suzuki. You want to know why? You know what that thing you said last week about if they didn't hear saying that one part of the verse correctly, you'd be pissed off. They sang that part of the verse perfectly.
Yes, you wouldn't even tell if they were American.
You would they were. You could tell they were fans. They were here for New Japan, not because it's wrestling. But because Minoru, and I'm surprised he must have had like an inner moment going, "Holy fuck, I'm big in America."
Also, I called the ending of this match to the letter. Did I not?
Jim breaks armbar. Ishii getting Zack Sabre Jr. Or ZSJ trapping Ishii.
I called that Zack Sabre Jr. would make Ishii tap out. Not pass out, tap out, which he did. Even though the commentary screwed it up, they're like, oh, Ishii, he passed out. Was a referee stoppage? No, he verbally submitted.
Yeah.
You could see him physically nodding his head.
Yeah.
So, yes, I called it, and I'm happy. And this was a fantastic tag team match right here.
Yeah. Next up, U.S. Heavyweight Championship Hangman Page taking on Jay White. And, Jay White retained 25 minutes even. What haters?
This is a very solid championship match.
Yeah, people in the chat saying there's haters for Jay White and Hangman Page. It's like, what haters?
Oh, I've been seeing them. There's some people who still don't think that Jay White's earned having an upper card championship yet.
New Japan's trying to build up some stars.
I know, but there's some people
how the fuck you top Kenny Omega as your first champion? Let's be honest.
It's kind of impossible, and
it's at this point this is a championship making the man, but the man is trying to keep up and doing a pretty decent job trying to do so as well. So
I think what people's argument is that he just recently returned from excursion, so they're expecting just a little bit more build up before getting a belt, but. At least they didn't just give him the world title.
Then we've joined in on the bandwagon. This was made for shock value and story progression more than anything else. But still, the championship's in good hands, man. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, this was a very solid match.
And after this match, this was a solid effort from both men. So I'm not...
I just love the way he hits the Blade Runner.
Yeah.
How the opponent just sells it by landing like almost on the top of their head.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Love it!
Nice, safe, dangerous looking at the same time. Very nice. Hey, T-Dub. What main event match went 39 minutes, 21 seconds, had Uncle Dave at ringside saying 5 stars? That match! The Golden Lovers, Kota Ibushi, Kenny Omega taking on Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks.
I'd like to say before we go any further, Dave Meltzer looked super white during the pre-show press conference.
Super light?
White.
Really?
Because he was wearing a sweater over his shirt in sort of this yuppie upperclassman style. Like he was fucking Carlton Banks.
Okay, then.
Also, one thing I forgot to know about Hiroshi Tanahashi is that he's actually learning English.
Yeah.
And he said that he's going to try to learn the entirety of English, so that way the next time he comes over here, he won't need a translator.
You know what? If we ever get to meet Hiroshi Tanahashi, that's going to be a great conversation right there.
Yeah, and you can tell he's really trying hard. And it's like, I can't imagine how hard it would be to learn a second language when you're in your 40s. That must be like damn near impossible due to how developed the brain already is at that point. Like, the best time to learn a second language is when you're in your teens. After that, it just keeps getting more difficult as the years go on. Mm-hmm. So congrats to Tanahashi for being able to learn a second language so late in life. And I know I'm making it sound like he's an old man, but, and he's only middle-aged, but still, It ain't easy. And Hairball says that's the first time he's ever seen Meltzer. All right,
Really? Well, he's not exactly camera. Well, he's not exactly camera shy, but he's
not exactly a TV personality.
no.
But when you see him, you know it's him.
Oh, definitely. But let's talk about this 5-star classic we just holy shit, that's on the list of match of the year candidates right there.
So many emotions. You have
Oh my god.
Matt Jackson selling his back so fucking well.
And selling the fact that he saw the editing and went, no, he saw it. It's like, Cody said those things. Kenny said those things. Boo him! Boo him! And Nick going, no, this is edited. Choppily edited. What the fuck? This is hard. This is hard rock Simpsons bullshit.
And I just love like the story of this match of just like both teams just trying to murder each other at multiple points during this match.
At first, of course, Kenny just doesn't want to fight his bros. Right, you could tell it in his face going, I don't want to go through this shit.
And of course, to me, the spot of the night is Kenny Omega gets Matt Jackson up for the one-winged angel.
One-winged angel, and he's got that hesitation. All he's got to do is hook that arm up to pull it off. And he doesn't want to do it. It's like, I don't want to do it. And of course, Matt goes, do it! Just do it! Do it! Do it!
Yeah, and literally grabs Kenny's hand, puts it on his head, and puts himself into the one-winged angel position. Holy fuck. And then after he does it, Nick Jackson breaks it up. He's like, Kenny, what did you do? What are you doing? And it's just like, oh, my feels. And of course, earlier in the match, just like 5 minutes beforehand, he couldn't hit the V trigger. Like, he was going to hit it, but just couldn't do it. So then he got into position again, and Coda literally grabbed Kenny's hand and into the gun position. He was like, no, do it, do it, do it.
Do it for us.
Yeah. And then, of course, the end of the match, hitting the gold star trigger. Mwah, brilliance.
Oh.
And especially because after the match, as soon as it was over, Kenny just started bawling. Like, he did not enjoy that victory at all. And you heard it in that promo.
Yeah. That was a very somber in the sound. You know, most promos you don't feel you feel that it's fake. That one you could feel the emotion.
Yeah, and of course after the match, Kenny tried to make up with the Young Bucks. They weren't really having it, so they left the ring. And then out came Cody, who was irate because the Young Bucks lost. He was expecting them to win and sort of put a funk on the sort of reunion of the Golden Lovers, but that didn't happen. So Cody was just pretty much lost his temper. And just, I think he threw, was it Matt or Nick that he threw to the ground?
Yeah, the one with the busted back, I think.
Oh, it'll be Matt then.
It'll be Matt, yeah.
Then, of course, as soon as that happened, then Kenny came running back to the ring, ran off Cody, and then him and Nick were good. But him and Matt, still not so much.
Not so much, yeah.
And that brings us to being the Elite, where Nick told Matt that we cannot trust Cody.
At the very end. They go, we're cool? Yeah, we're cool. Matt looks at Nick. Dude, we can't trust him. Oh! God damn it. When is the next T-Dub? When is the next Being the Elite going to air?
Soon.
That's not soon enough!
Oh, man. There's so many feels with this storyline.
Holy fuck. My God. I'm like, fuck.
And the fact that this match went 39-21, and one thing I did love about Jim Ross's commentary is that throughout the entirety of everyone of the first 5 to 10 minutes of this match, Jim Ross kept going, better set your DVRs to extend that run time because we're probably going overtime, and they did by about 30 minutes.
This is the best. This is the one thing, this and the U.S. title match are the two matches where I could actually forgive the English commentary because They followed the action. They got into it. And commentary, bad as it may be, can get really good if the matches in there is like, oh, holy shit.
Oh, Everett points out that he's pretty sure Cody knocked down Nick because he wasn't wearing the Hogan belt.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, because Matt was the one wearing the weightlifting belt during the whole match because of his back.
Yeah. Let me get to the video thing. Let me double check this real quick.
And then LPH says being the LPH says being the elite top 10 anime betrayal.
Oh.
Bravo, sir. Bravo.
Okay. You gotta pass it. I think he was looking for a Dave there, but
nope.
I want to slap to the face. I want to slap upside my head.
That was good.
That was a good one. Let me just see here. Come on. Work with me, Samsung. There we go. See, promo. Let's see, Cody. The one with the bandana is the one getting shoved. Which I believe that's Nick.
Yeah, he's the one that wears the bandana and not wearing the weightlifting belt.
Yeah. But the weightlifting belt was off at that particular point.
Was it?
No.
Because they use it to whip.
They use it in a whip spot.
Also, I love the elbow drop through the table spot. Just came out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Cody Rhodes, biggest heel in wrestling right now.
Yeah, because on this show, pretty much everyone got cheered except Cody.
Cody got booed at the goddamn building.
Yeah, during Cody and Marty's entrance, they were doing the Sheamus Cesaro thing where Marty would get cheered and then Cody would get booed. Marty would get cheered, Cody would get booed. It was brilliant.
It was awesome. It was flat awesome. So, yeah, the commentary brings it down, but that's definitely a 4 out of 5 for me, man. Easily.
Yeah, definitely.
Whew. Card of Honor cannot get here any quicker.
So now we finally get to get to our other news of the night.
Yeah, you might have to skip through a lot of that Impact news, dude.
All righty then. First big news of the week.
Yeah.
WrestleMania just became Rusev Mania.
Fatal 4-way. And the announcement fell on Rusev Day. How awesome is that?
Brilliant.
Yes.
I love it. Like, I know some people want Rusev to be the WWE champion, but you know what? Give Shinsuke a run with it, and then have Rusev win it at SummerSlam.
Yeah. Also, the whole reason why Rusev was added to make it a fatal 4-way, merch sales.
Merchandising.
They sold out those calendars, and they went, maybe putting him in the Battle Royal is not that good of an idea.
No.
So they decided, you know what? Let's put him in a featured match. U.S. title. Ho!
Hopefully he'll win it because, we're tired of seeing Rusev lose.
You want a big surprise pop for the evening? Put the belt on Rusev.
Even if it's only for a month or two.
Even if it's for 2 weeks, up to the next pay-per-view. And then you can fuck him over and put the belt on whoever else you want to put it on. Believe me, you'll get the glorious chant out of Bobby Roode. You're gonna get who else is in this one?
Jinder and Randy.
Jinder is gonna get a thing. Randy is gonna get a decent pop.
Almost
Rusev's gonna get the pop of the fucking match.
I almost guarantee that Jinder's gonna get "Don't Hinder Jinder" chants because this is the WrestleMania crowd.
Yeah, I could see it. Anyway, what else?
If only Heath Slater was out there, then we get Slater's gonna slate.
I can almost see that now.
One thing that I did not predict happening at all this year is the return of El Generico.
I got notification. El Generico has tweeted for the first time of the day. Wait, what? But yeah. And coincidentally, it was a few days after Sami Zayn got fired.
Yeah, I was hoping they would somehow roll with this into the storyline.
And
I don't know exactly.
Did. Oh.
Well, they didn't, because El Generico was not brought up on TV at all.
Which is sad.
I was hoping, like, because, you know, Kevin Owens changed his Twitter handle to Fight Steen Fight, and now we have the return of El Generico, I was like, are we going to see them return to WWE TV as Kevin Steen and El Generico? Maybe? Please? Come on, don't get me
that has to happen. Even if it's just a Generico mask.
Like,
I'll take the Generico mask.
Like, they could do, like, the Midnight Rider thing with Sami Zayn as El Generico.
Yeah.
But no, we're not getting that.
No.
Instead, what we are getting is El Generico merch on ProWrestlingTees.com for the next 2 weeks.
Fucking A. And yeah, Hairball, I know I got the Generico button. I'm not going to hit the Generico button.
Not until he shows up on TV again.
Exactly. There is a thing about that. But anyway.
Congratulations to Maryse and The Miz on the birth of their child.
Monroe Mizanin. Good name.
Yes, and I'm glad that the birth went on without a hitch. And good timing as well.
Good timing, because now the baby's out. Maryse can be with child at home, and the Miz can take care of business at WrestleMania.
Exactly. And,
nothing wrong with that.
Some other good news. It seems that Vader's heart surgery was overall successful, although he did describe it as the most painful experience of his life.
Yeah, they said the I believe the Sun took over the Twitter for a couple hours to explain what had happened. That the as you said, the procedure was a success, but apparently it was a lot worse than it actually looked from the outside.
Thankfully, though, seems like he is going to overall be okay, but just long road to recovery.
Yeah.
For the legend, and I hope he's able to make it. And he's not the only one who's going to have surgery, as Ric Flair is going to have surgery this summer to remove the colostomy bag from his person, so that way he can begin physical therapy.
Wait, he's on a colostomy bag?
According to the news.
That's news to me, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Age is a bitch.
Yeah. Anyway.
So best of luck with just everyone getting surgeries, because you never know what's going to happen. You really don't. Ric Flair is having surgery on July 9th to remove the colostomy bag. Ric Flair's been using the bag since his serious health problem last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, best of luck, Ric Flair, with that surgery as well. Oh boy, so much heaviness. And it's not getting better as Dean Ambrose got pulled from Access.
For no reason at all, actually. He got pulled from Access and whatever else he was scheduled as far as appearance-wise around the week of Mania. So, yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, the speculation is that his injury seems to be worse than originally speculated.
Ooh.
And that he might have additional surgery required, which would put him back at square one. So hopefully that's not the case. But, there has to be a reason why he isn't even allowed to sign autographs out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's got to be a big thing.
And some better news.
This summer, John Cena is Duke Nukem.
I get the sense of not a whole lot of people like this. I'm like, he can't do any worse than Duke Nukem Forever, guys. He can't. Duke Nukem Forever is the drizzling shits. I should know. I owned the game.
I've heard very mixed things about it.
Yeah, I should have tweeted Those taking it up on John Cena as Duke Nukem should really play Duke Nukem forever.
Yeah,
Believe
but
me, John Cena's an upgrade.
I don't think the acting is the problem with Duke Nukem Forever, though. Nevertheless, I am going to be cautiously optimistic about this adaptation.
I'll tell you right now, if it's PG-13, it's gonna bomb.
Yeah, this needs to be a hard R for sure.
It has to be a hard R. It's
And
Duke
brings up
Nukem. It's Duke. I'm gonna slap some I'm gonna slap titty balls. Nukem, for God's sakes. It
And
has to be hard R.
Yeah, and Hairball does bring up that Cena has the look.
Again, yeah.
Moving on to Impact, they're on a roll as their ratings seem to be now, consistently doing pretty decently.
Thank you, Evil Rival. Yeah, he agrees with me. Anyway, you continue.
Yep, Impact is on a roll. Ratings seem to be consistently pretty decent for Pop TV standards.
Yay!
Yeah, they averaged about 399,000 people this week, so good on them for that. Sia made her debut. Good stuff there. She seems to be teamed up with Braxton Sutter for the moment, as Su Yung goes into her feud with Allie. So good stuff there. Rosemary and Taya had a good backstage brawl. Completes with a dive off of one of those trailers.
There was a GIF floating around for a couple of days of Taya eating a garbage can or whatever, and just ooh, like from like it was Rosemary was at the top of the back. It was like on top of like a square building or whatever.
Yeah, that one of the trailers.
That's one of the trailers, and she tosses a garbage can right to that.
Yep. Also, we had a title for title match. Aries versus Seidel. World title versus grand title, and Aries won. So now he got another title to add to his collection, the Impact Grand Championship.
The collector keeps collecting.
Yes, and Josh Matthews was not too happy about this because, well, the belt was a gift to him from Matt Seidel, so he wasn't happy that it was put on the line to begin with. So now he's especially mad.
Good.
Interesting to see how this develops. Oh, I guess anything that makes Matthews upset is a good thing for Matty.
He should just be stick to being a straight commentator, not a Michael Cole ripoff.
He doesn't really seem like a Michael Cole ripoff when he's managing Matt Seidel because he's doing this whole guru gimmick.
Oh, no.
He even gave Matt Seidel a cool mask.
Can we move on, please?
All right, moving on. Let's get to the news that you really wanted to talk about this week.
Oh,
bad moves for independent companies from the Louisiana Boxing and Wrestling Commission.
I know LPH wants us to talk about that. Okay, here's the good news. For you folks who are fans of Ring of Honor, they're more than likely going to be exempt from that because as far as Louisiana is concerned, they're considered major league. That's the good news. So, for you Flip Gordon fans, he's going to flip his heart out.
Do you want me to read the whole thing from Cage Side Seats?
Get this. If you have not seen this list, folks, get a load of this. Just get a load of this.
There we go. The document examples banned moves like all variations of the pile driver.
Which makes sense. You know what? WWE's banned it. It is a dangerous move. Fair enough.
All variations of the power bomb.
If done properly, it's safe. It's a weird one.
I see a lot of wrestlers use power bombs though, especially the big power guys like Keith Lee.
So, minor bullshit, call them that. Minor.
This one, number 3, is really confusing because it says the moonsault, shooting star, or 450 splash, or any variation thereof, which involves one wrestler leaping or flipping off the ropes or turnbuckles to contact the head or neck of the opponent with any part of his body. So,
oh, there's some fucking bullshit right there.
So it feels like, are they? Like I said, it's really confusing because it's like, are they banning these moves, or are they just banning them landing on the head? Because 99% of the time they don't land on the head.
The way I see it, this is Louisiana. All this stems because some one asshole did one thing wrong and sued the state, and the state had to do something.
Yeah.
That's all it is. So, Louisiana's probably going to get a loser on my list. It probably does. Yeah, it does. Wrote that as soon as I found out about that shit, but...
Number 4, the stun gun or any variation thereof, which results in one fighter's head or neck being dragged, draped, or clotheslined across the ropes. By the way, they misspelled clothesline as close-lined. It's clothesline because, you know, clothesline, like an actual physical clothesline, is very horizontal, kind of like how a clothesline is a very horizontal motion you make with your arm. You know, it's named like that for a reason. Visual. It's
shaky.
Yeah.
Shaky. This is where I have no choice but the chic button.
Fucking bullshit!
Number 5, the striking of a wrestler's head with any object, chair, trash can, lid, etc.
Well, CZW is banned from Louisiana. That's some bullshit.
Ring of Honor's also done some matches where they've had some headshots with weapons.
But as we mentioned before, Ring of Honor and
yeah,
WWE are exempt from that.
Yeah, they're exempt, right. This one where did this even come from? Did Bill Watts write this?
Yeah! What the...
No wrestler shall throw, push, shove, or force another wrestler out of the ring or over the top rope.
Okay, Louisiana, we need to talk. See that bill? Rip it up. Don't try and enforce it. There's too many wrestling promotions.
Yeah, there's no way they can enforce this because there's going to be like 20 shows happening that weekend. And this says, commission officials, one of whom should be on site for each show per their own rules and regulations, will determine if wrestlers working these shows qualify as well-trained professionals, making them exempt, able to perform the moves. And while
I can tell you right now that about 90% of the wrestlers competing have been on television one way, shape, or form.
And they've had years and years of experience. And this is while Bixton's band, who is one of the reporters detailing this stuff, attempted to get clarification from Green on how the commission would determine who was a well-trained performer. He deemed he was deferred to Naquin, who's no longer talking to the media after the Pollock interview.
So yeah, media blackout because this is a shitstorm. What a shock. What a fucking shock. Wait. The Pollock interview?
Yeah, apparently Pollock interviewed somebody from the commission, I guess.
Fuck you, Louisiana. Fuck you. I got a big old smile on my face.
I noticed that this really went viral after David Starr tweeted out about this stuff.
Yeah, and that's the tweet I got, actually, yeah.
Yeah, you can follow him at The Product DS, I believe it is.
That's the one.
Yep. Real rising star of the indie scene for the past couple years, it seems.
Well, he's got to get a few more eyeballs on his way. That's for sure.
Oh yes, definitely. And this is what we're talking about Kenny Omega because somebody brought this up to Kenny Omega and Kenny was like, "Oh boy, Ibushi's going to get banned from." Yeah, like everyone's calling it now that Ibushi is just going to get banned from the entire state of Louisiana.
It's gonna turn into another Budokan thing, isn't it? I was like, hey, Louisiana, what is it, Ibushi? You see that balcony? Yeah, I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna flip on it. Don't you do it, Ibushi? Fuck you, Louisiana! Flip.
I'd like to note that any wrestler who wears an "I got banned from Louisiana" shirt is gonna make a boatload of cash.
Oh God! Yo, wait, that's a legit shirt?
No, but I'm saying if anyone makes that shirt, they're gonna make a boatload of cash.
Fucking Nate Blair, Louisiana, wrestling fascist state.
And in our final news tonight, PWG's final Rosita shows are going to be April 20th, 21st, and May 25th. As they're going to be moving to the Globe Theater.
Which is, you saw the first show they did. Beautiful building, beautiful setup.
And you want to know why they moved there?
Something, the building got sold.
No, because of a PayPal glitch.
Really?
Yeah, they had a glitch, I think, with PayPal where they were selling out tickets, even though they technically already sold out. So they had to move from the Rosita to a larger building to compensate.
Oh.
Yeah, they were supposed to stop selling tickets at some point because they already sold out, but somehow things got glitched and they kept on selling tickets on their website even though they were already sold out. And they didn't want to turn people away, so they changed venues. So they turned this negative into a net positive.
A positive and a new building to run at.
Yeah, they found out that, hey, we can actually run bigger crowds than we thought we could, so let's do that.
Yeah, but the reason I'm saying something the building sold, apparently, I've been sharing this on Facebook. C4 is running their very last show from the Vanier Columbus Club in April. Big reason, the building was sold.
Oh.
Yeah, so... And you best damn believe I'm buying my tickets to that show. So,
yep. And now page brings up as for both PWG and C4 End of an Era.
Yeah.
Hopefully the new building they run is still relatively near to you, Matty.
I would say from what I've read, it's central. It is downtown bound, so it's not a bad thing.
At the very least, you know it's always going to be in Ottawa because of the name of the promotion.
Yeah, it'd be kind of stupid if they didn't.
Yeah, because it's Capital City Wrestling.
Capital City Championship Combat.
Yeah, Capital City Championship Combat. You can't have Capital City Wrestling when it's not in the capital city.
Yeah. So.
Emails?
Cody. Saying there's going to be a new Bullet Club logo.
Yeah, Kenny's not happy about that.
Now they're the Young Bucks. They literally said, hey, check your DMs.
Oh, yeah, I saw that, and you were like, uh-oh.
And yeah, I saw that. I'm like, Cody, what are you doing?
I hope the new logo is just a picture of him.
If it is a picture of him, I know for a fact that they're going to end it with like the super kick right in his face going, that's it. Super kick.
Because the whole story of Cody and the Bullet Club is him taking over and taking control over every facet of the Bullet Club. So now, like, we're starting to see everyone now going, oh, wait, no, hold on. No. Going too far there, cowboy.
Hold on now, player.
So yeah, I can't wait to watch this week's Being the Elite, which will probably drop on Monday.
Fucking hey. By the way, Cody, that's our moneymaker. What are you doing with the moneymaker? What the fuck? Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe it is indeed time that I take this thing off and put this thing on and say it's time for your emails and comments of the week. You can send them at Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com. One last warning. Next week, the Wrestle-Cast is Twitch.tv exclusive. You see the chat on the screen right there. You see we'll be replaced with the actual Twitch.tv chat. So anyone wanting to watch this on YouTube, hairball. Switch over to Twitch as soon as El Posible. Hairball, do it now. I don't care. Do it. Do it. But Twitch don't work. It's got an app. And you got a computer and a phone. Anyway. Speaking of the hairball, we begin with the hairball first, so we start with this. Rip says, if you're looking for Fat Boy, he's not here. He's not even at the Clock Tower grounds, so I took over for him this week. Okay. Raw, Cena wants The Undertaker still, and Fat Boy said his piece. Cena had years of chance to wrestle the Dead Man of Mania, and now he's offered the streak, and Cena should fuck off. All right. SmackDown, we learned WrestleMania could be Rusev Mania with this inclusion of the U.S. title match, and it's going to be the Money Goat versus Steen Jericho at Mania. Money Goat versus Steen Jericho. I like that. It's got a good ring to it there, Hairball. Winners! Whoever runs the Wendy's Twitter deserves a pay raise. Yes. Fat Boy has a new job. Hey! Awesome. And Ultimate Deletion. Losers, Wendy's, do you want to piss off Braun Strowman because not having his grid chicken sandwich, that's how you get a pissed off Braun Strowman. And he will flip a store. Another loser, the obsolete mule Michael Cole. God damn you, Cole. Wow, that's something I haven't used in a while. I know, right? That's what I used last week.
God damn you, Cole.
What the fuck? That is the highest pitched goddamn you Cole I've ever heard.
I'm sorry, I couldn't get any higher. I used to be able to get higher pitch than that, but since high school, it's been more and more difficult.
Hi, excuse me. Well, that's it for us here. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, Braun left this for Fat Boy and said if he demands the demands enclosed weren't met by the Fat Boy, he would get these hands. Okay, open the letters. I want Shin Curl to bring himself a beat down to WrestleMania preview episode of Wrestle-Cast, or else. Well, that's not up to the Fat Boy, but hey, Canada Boy, can you arrange that? Huh. Well, I believe we did that on Twitter. So I guess we could say it now. Next week, we do have Shin Curl on tap for the WrestleMania preview. That will be Thursday, by the way, so keep an eye on that for that.
Thursday, Wrestle-Cast Thursday. On Twitch only, not YouTube, because YouTube can suck it, as far as live streaming goes on our channels.
And Super Sentai, I did check Twitter. So yeah, Shin Curl did say yes.
Yes! Yes!
I am checking Twitter. The Super Sentai here. Did you send me something? Oh, Evil Reverend. Is that a Wendy's? Yeah. I'm going to flip it. Don't you do it. I'm going to do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Braun flips it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Braun Flip Stuff. This week, will Braun flip a Wendy's? Spoiler alert, yes he does. Anyway, that's him done. So I get this. Airball, I'm not finished with Wendy's. Airball, move to Twitch. Alright. Next up, Dark Mortimer, meanwhile, at the Clock Tower, Van Winkle. Looks like the Women's Battle Royal Trophy. Does anyone else think that looks like a vagina? Hey, Rip. Have you seen Lord Mortimer? It's time for this week's comments. Rip. Well, he's not. He's right in front of us. Mortimer, he says. Sips tea from a cup with the FTFCC on it. Oh, good. I have 2 weeks of wrestling to comment on. Anyway. Roberta Master Mortimer. Would have to comment. Would have to comment last week if he if he had to pull double on Thursday, then work a morning shift again on Friday. Ooh, he had no sleep at all within the double shift. Stayed awake for 28 hours. You poor bastard.
Oof.
That sucks. It's like issues, dude. You got a smartphone. Anyway. Let's see. Well, I know I have a smartphone. I'm not complaining. That sucks. 28 hours straight. Fuck. And I did check Twitter, Super Santero. I saw the Wendy, so we're good. Raven, we have to super kick him to sleep. Ew, yeah, if you're that wired, you need a super kick. But then again, after 28 hours, I flare flop the shit out of that bed. Anyway, SmackDown Live house show on March 17th in that suckhole town, aka Odessa, Texas. Starts off the triple threat match between Bobby Roode versus Mr. 5-Star Baron Corbin. Seriously, his tweets are great. And this town hinders him all. Roode won. 6-man tag. Zack Ryder and the Fashion Files the Fashion Files still not starring Chuck Norris versus Mojo Jojo Mike Bennett with Maria on his back, and Primo, he's still alive, Cologne. Dolph Ziggler versus the Faces won. Dolph Ziggler versus Dave Botch's entrance before they announced his match, Sin Cara. Wow. Winner, since the car was backstage brawler type Pokemon, Dolph wins, being a normal match. Triple threat tag, Usos versus Team America and versus Rusev and English. Fun fact, English and Rusev and English are the second biggest pop at that point of the show. They were acting like baby faces. Winners, the Usos. That's not a bad thing.
That's a good thing.
Yes, sir. Tag match, the Ascension jobs out to the Bludgeon Brothers inside of a minute. Damn. Women's Championship, Charlotte versus Ruby Riott. Then comes a 6-women tag when Becky and Naomi came out to save Charlotte. Seriously, did Teddy book this show? Winner of the Faces. Finally, Team Canada, Sami and Owens versus Nakamura and Orton in a street fight. Winners, Faces. And yes, AJ was advertised to be here. However, we all know about him getting injured at MSG. He will be fine for Mania, though, from what we've read. Yeah,
AJ Styles actually recently did an interview saying, I'm perfectly fine. I'm good.
I think at this point, this is WWE just making sure he's actually fine for Mania, letting him rest up. Which is not a bad idea when he's half of the WWE title match. Just saying. Raw from last week. Fuck you, Vince, you obsolete mule. The Ultimate Deletion was great. Okay. SmackDown Live last week. Daniel Bryan can wrestle again. Raven, Rip, and Roberta. Yes! 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 Raw this week, Roman gets beaten again. Still, Cena still whines about not having a match against the Dead Man of Mania. Hey, John, I don't know if you know that there's a traditional battle royal dedicated to the legendary giant known as Andre. It's true. Strowman still doesn't have a partner, and Asuka kills an indie talent. Still trying to find her name. SmackDown, Becky took on the Riot Squad by herself and wrestled again in a mixed match challenge. Rusev is added to the U.S. title match of Mania. They're lucky and I'm not in it, says Rip Van Winkle. And Bryan challenges Drake and Kevin and Sammy at Mania. Well, that time for Mania, they better have that use that time well. Winner is Daniel Bryan, Becky Lynch, the NXT North American title, most likely to be added to my collection. The Dusty Classic, and Baron Corbin on Twitter saying that all of his matches are dream matches, are worth 5 stars or more. Loser is that wanker who did not watch his kids jumping up and down in the house show. Yes, it was mostly absent throughout the show. Parents, watch your fucking kids. And that's it for this week. Next week, the Wrestle-Cast YouTube could go fuck itself holiday special.
All righty then.
Yeah, that's a name. Rip Van Winkle, seriously, why does the trophy look like a vagina?
By the way, for the female wrestler who faced Asuka, that is Jamie Frost / Ellie Fredericks.
Yep. Who
I followed on Twitter Monday. She seems like a relatively nice person.
Yeah. By the way, she said, Rip, seriously, why does the trophy look like a vagina? Mortimer and Raven and Roberta look at Rip. Evil-eyed, of course. Next up, hey, T-Dub, it's our good friend.
French.
Got a tweet for I follow the Young Bucks on Twitter, and Nick Jackson just tweeted, "Yes, would love for Ring of Honor New Japan to work with WWE and make this happen." The response, would you, from @heel Matty, so it's not me, by the way, a different Matty. Would you like to make a match against the Usos happen? As in, Young Bucks versus the Usos.
Now that's a super kick party waiting to happen.
Oh, that's a dream match right there, actually.
Get ready to slap them thighs.
There you go. Hello, Wrestle-Cast, says French Otaku. This is it. We're at the thick of the road to WrestleMania 34, and for some matches, I'm somewhat excited. However, I'm more excited for NXT TakeOver New Orleans, especially for 4 matches that we'll get into later. In the meantime, Raw, if there's a partner for Strowman, I'd have 2 options. Elias Sampson or no one, and pull off a Venom Matt Morgan on the tag team division. Seriously, the tag division on Raw is inexistent. In other news, Lesnar murdered Roman Reigns. Again. Miz and the Miztourage pulled out a swerve on the possible breakup. That was great, by the way. Love that segment. Nia crushed Mickie James and Ronda killed Absolution. Also, Sonya Deville, that clothesline looked bad. It indeed did look bad, by the way. Oh, and Undertaker didn't show up. What a coincidence. SmackDown Live again. Daniel Bryan was on fire with the crowd and issued a challenge with Steen Jericho, a tag match between him and Shane. Between them and them against him and Shane. Should they win, they're reinstated in company. Spoilers, they will. But since Shane just came out legit diverticulitis. There we go. Bryan will need another partner. Maybe Johnny Gargano? Anywho, Charlotte was absent for dental fixing. Nothing bad. Rusev is added to the U.S. title match for Mania. Good. The Bludgeon Brothers are still dominating the tag division, which is nice. And Nakamura had a fun match with Shelton Benjamin. Overall, it was an okay SmackDown Live. I actually watched that match between Benjamin and Nakamura. Didn't look like they got to go into 5th gear, but it was still a great match.
Yeah, really good stuff. Also, really cool that we got to see a Chaos versus Suzuki-gun match on SmackDown television.
On WWE TV, no less. Yeah. That was nice. That was a nice little factoid. For those that know, yes, Shelton Benjamin was part of Suzuki-gun. There you go. Little nugget for you.
Yeah, during that point, he was known as Shelton X Benjamin because he was promoted as a mystery partner for Suzuki-gun at one point, and he was just known as Partner X. And so they decided to sort of just incorporate that into his name.
There you go. NXT, so Gargano pulling a Young Bucks on Ciampa. Every time he thinks he's alone, Gargano's lurking like, where do you think you're going? So at TakeOver New Orleans, there'll be a non-sanctioned match where Gargano will get either his job back or be banned from NXT forever. In other news, Almas destroyed Aleister Black. Strong and Dunn will take the AOP in the finals. And the announcement of the ladder match for the North American title will have Velveteen Dream, Adam Cole, Bye-Bye, Killian Dane, and the newcomers EC3 and Ricochet. Talk about an all-star match.
By the way, EC3's promo this week on NXT. Mwah!
That was beautiful. Interrupts William Regal. Come on, you should have given the belt to me already. I'm the 1%er. My interpretation of his promo was not as good as the actual promo. You should watch it. Finally, we get... oh no, we're at winners. Massive congratulations for both Miz and Maurice, for their birth of their newborn baby, Monroe Sky Mizanin. Naming your girl after the iconic Marilyn Monroe is simply awesome. No pun intended. The debut of EC3 on NXT. What can I say other than Fool Killer 9 dropping his pants for seeing his wrestling god back on WWE TV?
He is the hardcore American icon.
Oh, God.
He is the best guy here, the best guy there, the best guy anywhere.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's defeated Hall of Famers.
Yeah, finally, they've turned Sasha Banks heel, I hope, after that massive burn that gave Bayley about her failed title defenses. Bring us the lotion. The return of El Generico on Twitter. Ole! Loser, Shane McMahon is recovering from an acute diverticulitis. Okay, 2 takes this time. And an umbilical hernia. That sucks. Well, that's...
Way, how is Shane supposed to be at WrestleMania when he's got that?
Yeah, there's a big part of me that says he ain't bouncing around in 2 fucking weeks, Vince.
There's no way he's going to jump off the whatever he's going to jump off of.
He ain't pulling shit. That's surgery.
Just for those who need a recollection, this is the same thing that ruined Lesnar's UFC career initially.
Yeah, and that took him out for months. Literally months. So...
And Shane's got like a week and a half.
Spoiler alert, folks, they're scrambling for a new partner.
I would hope so. And Super Santiro says, diverticulitis.
Diverticulitis. Anyway. The way the street okay, so let's see. Still speedy recovery, he says. The way the Street Profits lost their match against the AOP during the Dusty Rhodes Classic tournament. Paul Ellering smashing the cup and Montez Ford forgetting to help Dawkins. It was just sad. Jason Prime, a.k.a. Primate from WCPW / Defiant Pro Wrestling.
Oh, we forgot to talk about this.
We forgot that, he had to retire.
Fuck.
Yeah.
He was so good. He was so dedicated to his gimmick. He was so good at it.
So for that, I'll read this because it does explain what happened in a nutshell. It's okay. But for those who haven't, several weeks ago, Primate suffered a broken jaw, and it was wired shut with bolts and everything. Unfortunately, he had to retire from competition since one bad move, and his jaw will shatter like glass. The sad part of it, Primate is a 4-year-old veteran. Despite a great resume, 2-time WCBW hardcore and tag champion, it's a shame that his in-ring career was cut short. Still, thank you for the memories, Primate, and for all that you've accomplished. 4 years! That's sad.
God damn it.
But yeah, thank you, Primate, for that. That's it for today. Hope you have a great Easter Sunday and take care as always. Also, Mumbles, if you're listening, I could give you the description of a Matty Jay special. Put it to you simple. Dave. And there's static sounds there, but I can't get the static in time. No, I don't have the static button, apparently. No. Static sounds, what I wrote down. Anyway. That's his email. And ladies and gentlemen, those are your emails and comments of the week. You can send them at the Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com. Oh my God. David Arquette tweets, I'm in. Tweeting to Matt Hardy brand. Also, Young Bucks, Nick Bat Jackson went, wait, are you all in? Yeah? Dude, David Arquette ringside for All In? That'd be something.
He is a former WCW World Heavyweight Champion.
Yes. Yes, he is. So is Vacant when I'm told Vacant's going to be there. So that's awesome. Hopefully as a talent. Anyway, send about the Wrestle-Cast at gmail.com. We'll be back with our preview of Sakura Genesis 2018. Yes, more New Japan. Yes, more New Japan. We shall return. Don't go too far.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Are you hugging kidding me? I don't give a hug. Bailey does not get bumped from a talk show. It's unhugging-believable.
Look, we ran over time. We sincerely apologize for everything.
Oh, you apologize? Well, I'm sorry too. I'm sorry. You're a hugging buffoon. Get out of here. Go hug yourself. Ugh. Are you hugging, filming me? Hug you.
You're hangry when you're hungry.
Snickers satisfies.
This is WMOB Mobile, 12 on your channel dial and 12 in the TV ratings.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elias.
Hello, I am Elias. And now before I begin, please silence your cell phones and hold your applause until after I am done. Because I have one question for everybody here. Who wants to count with Elias? 1, 2, 3, wee! Walk and count along with me. Yeah.
You're absurd when you're hungry.
Snickers satisfies.
We have said this 1,000 times. SmackDown Live is the land of opportunities. Therefore, I propose to give Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens one more opportunity. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens face Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. If Shane and I win, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens remain fired. If Shane and I lose, and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens win, they will be reinstated to SmackDown Live. And I've had a lot of people ask me, why have you given Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens so many opportunities? Because that is my job as general manager. To give our amazing talent opportunities. But I have a lot of jobs as general manager, a lot of things I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to sit in board meetings. As a general manager, I'm supposed to fill out paperwork. As a general manager, I'm supposed to wear blazers or cardigans or whatever this is that I'm wearing. But do you know what? I'm sick of meetings. And I am sick of paperwork. And I sure as hell am sick of wearing these blazers. Or whatever the hell that thing is. Because I fought for 3 years for my dream to go back in there and compete, to go back in there and wrestle. And Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens tried to take that away from me. Well, I don't care how many times you kick me in the face. I don't care how many times you powerbomb me on the apron. Daniel Bryan is back, and Daniel Bryan will fight at WrestleMania. There's a lot of things that I've tried to avoid saying. As an underdog, I really felt like I shouldn't say them. As kids watching in the crowd, being a role model, I feel like I shouldn't say them. As a general manager representing the SmackDown Live brand, it's things that I feel like I shouldn't say. But this is not Daniel Bryan, the underdog, and this is not Daniel Bryan, the general manager. This is the Daniel Bryan who fights for his dreams, and this is the Daniel Bryan who will not accept no for an answer, and this is the Daniel Bryan who will knock down any wall put in front of him, and this is the Daniel Bryan that's not just going to WrestleMania. This is the Daniel Bryan who's gonna kick Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. I'm gonna kick their
And we are back on the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on the BrokenInfinite.com, Podomatic.com, podcasting places. We're live on our Twitch.tv channel over at RVT, Twitch.tv/RVT Entertainment, of course, on YouTube. One last time, or so we say, fuck you, YouTube. Actually, we're still going to be on demand on YouTube, but as far as live, Twitch.tv. That being said, yeah, I had to find a way to put that. I was kind of hoping for WB to have a low-key week, and they did until Daniel Bryan had the babyface fire promo. I had to put it somewhere. So yes, out of context, but it was a good promo. It had to be played. Matty Jay and TWK here with you. And we fly over to Japan, Tokyo specifically, for Sakura Genesis 2018 from the Ryogoku Sumo Hall in Yokohama, Tokyo, Japan. I'm not even going to try what to say with the middle thing. I'm on the NJPW1972.com website with the majority of the card is announced.
Looks like we got a full card here. We got 9 matches.
9 matches, 9 good ones too. We begin with the first one, and it's the Young Bucks are jerking the curtain. Yeah, Japan don't like the Young Bucks apparently for some reason. I don't know why, but it's Chase Owens and Yujiro Takahashi taking on the Young Bucks.
Chase is getting pinned.
Normally I'd agree with you, but it's Yujiro too. It's like that's a tough one. But yeah, Chase is getting pinned. Next up, Toriano, owner of Pop of the Night in Long Beach. He's teaming up with his old buddy Tomohiro Ishii. He's taking on Taichi and Takashi Iizuka. The Wild Man with a glove.
That he likes to carry around in a sack that he carries around his shoulder.
Yeah. Put him on a leash, I guess. Anyway.
I'm going with Chaos.
Yeah. Ding, ding, pin. And the dings are low blowers, by the way. Never open weight 6-man titles are on the line. The challengers are Ryusuke Taguchi, Big Douche, and Togi Makabe. The champs, Tageloa, the G.O.D. and Bad Luck Fale.
The Tongans.
The Tongans and the honorary Tongan in Bad Luck Fale's case.
No, Bad Luck Fale is Tongan.
Really? I had no idea.
Dude,
he keeps wearing the honorary Tongan shirt. I'm like,
I know, but he's their cousin.
Okay, so he's Tongan, but why do you wear an honorary Tongan shirt when you're actually Tongan? That's that wrestling.
Not only is he, he's their cousin, man.
Yeah, but like, why do you wear the honorary Tongan shirt? Because I've seen him walk around with the honorary Tongan shirt.
Because he likes Chase Owens.
Fair
He's a good friend. Are you trying to say
that he is?
Are you trying to say Bad Luck Fale is a terrible friend?
I am not saying that at all. It's a head scratcher for me. But anyway, minor detail. You're right on Chase Owens. He is a good friend. So is Bad Luck Fale. Moving on.
Please let Bullet Club win.
Yes. Please have Bullet Club win. Another 6-man tag. Finlay, Juice, and Hiroshi Tanahashi are taking on Yoshihashi, Jay White, and Hiroki Goto. They are building Juice versus Goto here for the Never title.
They're both. Oh, we forgot to bring up on during their Sunday show.
Yeah.
Finlay attacked Jay White after the match.
So so Finlay's going after the U.S. title, obviously.
So 2 title matches being built up here.
Mm-hmm. Another 6-man tag. Sonata, Evil, who's back, by the way. Back in black. Hit the sack.
And purple.
It's been too long. He's glad to be back. Tetsuya Naito's heading up the LIJ team. They're taking on Davey Boy, Lance Archer, and Minoru Suzuki. Someone's getting stretched.
And one thing
actually, they're building up Naito versus Suzuki for the IC title, actually. So.
Yeah, one thing we haven't brought up is the fact that during all of the tag team matches featuring Suzuki-gun and LIJ, Suzuki would constantly just walk up to Naito during the entrances, and Naito would just act like Suzuki does not exist.
Like Suzuki is trying to scare you, and Minoru will try to scare you, and Naito going, okay.
Like he's literally just looking out to the crowd, like Suzuki does not exist in his world,
and it's pissing Minoru off, which would be like the worst thing. But for Naito, it's like, gotcha, bitch.
It's so good.
It's I love the storytelling on that facet. It's nice. Hey, we got a 3-way match for the junior tag titles. Sho and Yo, they're challenging along with Hiromu and Bushi, the championship team, El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kadamaru.
So yeah, I've got a 3-way faction warfare here.
Yes, sir. And the next one.
By the way, I hope LIJ wins here as well.
Yeah, be nice.
LIJ gets all the wins.
They should get all the wins. So does Bullet Club, but you got to balance it out somehow. So I think. Next up, speaking of Bullet Club, hey everybody, it's the villain Marty Scurll. He's challenging Will Ospreay for the Junior Heavyweight Championship, in kind of sort of a rematch from Wrestle Kingdom 12.
This is also a rematch from last October, I think it was.
Yep.
When Marty won it.
Yep.
So yeah, I think Will Ospreay is going to win here and sort of cement himself as the head of the junior division.
Yeah, there's too much momentum to not capitalize on that. Next up, a special tag match. Ibushi, the Golden Lovers, taking on Hangman Page and Cody.
So sort of a rematch from a month ago, but at the same time not, because instead of Scurll, it's now Page.
Yeah. And Page is clearly Team Cody.
Oh, yes, 100%. Everywhere you see Cody, you see Page.
And finally, there's a thing in there. There's a joke, but I'm not going to do that.
All right.
I'm just going to move on to the main event of the evening. Kazuchika Okada defending the IWGP Heavyweight Champion against the winner of the New Japan Cup, Zack Sabre Jr.
No, if you're going to do it right. He is Submission Master. He is ZSJ. He is Zack Sabre Jr.
Thank you, Thank you, Latino Taka Michinoku.
Okada Kazuchika, you come over here. Hopefully my impression is not terrible.
That's why I said Latino Taka Michinoku. Part joke, part compliment. That was actually good.
Thank you. Yeah, I actually did a poll earlier this week asking what people thought the result of this match was going to be. Nobody thought the match was going to end with Zack Sabre Jr. pinning Okada. However, there were people that did think that Sabre could win the title match via ref stoppage or by tap out.
Yeah, if there's a title change to happen, Zack Sabre would have to make it a tap out. And in the end, one thing that is heavily in the story is Okada. That Sabre has been working Okada's main arm, the clothesline arm, the Rainmaker arm.
One thing we forgot to mention also is that after their match at Strong Style Evolved, Sabre assaulted Okada and just applied an octopus stretch on him post-match.
Yeah. Because he can.
And then they attacked the referee.
Because he can.
Just because Minoru Suzuki was bored, I guess.
Yeah, he just says, fuck your ref. Wait, there are no long lines here. All right, ref, time for me to stretch you. Just because.
So this match should really deliver, and I don't know who's going to win.
Yeah, like there's a big part of me that's just keeping on Okada because obviously they want to build up as the Uber champ, but
yeah, this is
Sabre's got some momentum on him, man.
Yeah, this right here is defense number 11. If Okada defends here, he ties with Tanahashi. And if after this, it's going to be Dominion, right?
Dominion, yeah.
So at Dominion, if he keeps it here, goes to Dominion, defends there, he breaks the record.
Yeah, I got nothing else to say here. This is going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to watching this on VOD again. See, that's one thing I was happy to do because I was pulling double duty. I was doing Toka riffs and I was watching a Strong Style Evolved live on the big screen. Thank you, Wii U. Excuse me, a little dry in here. But yeah. Looking forward to this one. This is going to be fun. You want to do winners and losers?
Let's do it.
Losers first. Kick us off, bud.
Obviously, the Louisiana Boxing Wrestling Commission. It's pretty obvious. But
yeah,
had to be said.
That's what I have here. That's exactly what I have here as well. I mean, come on, guys. Really? Just because one guy got his panties in a wad because he got quote-unquote injured.
Well, he may have actually gotten injured. I don't know. I haven't really read too much into that.
I still call it troll. Anyways, you want to do winners or are we done?
Yeah, let's do winners, of course.
Winners, yeah. Kick us off.
I'm going to give one to Maurice and The Miz for the birth of their child. Great stuff there.
Yeah, good.
It's a really important moment it's a really important moment in someone's life to actually be able to birth a child, and I have no doubt that they'll do a fantastic job raising her. Also a winner to Austin Aries for gaining more and more belts in his possession.
More gold! More gold! Part of his promo will literally be, I like gold. Anybody else?
No.
All right, I got two. New Japan Pro Wrestling for Strong Style Evolved. Great show, in spite of the production. And special mention to the main event, Young Bucks versus Golden Lovers. 5 stars from Dave Meltzer. It earned it. Fucking A, it earned it. And that's about it. And Miz and Maurice for the birth of child. Obviously, that goes without saying. Now, before we got to do plugs, and you said on Twitter and Facebook that you're working on a new video there.
Yeah, my next review, WrestleMania 24, should be out within the next few days, hopefully, if I can get this done quick enough.
Yay!
Also, my Mass Effect Andromeda review now has 112 views.
Nice.
So yeah, to everyone who's watched my Mass Effect Andromeda video, once again, thank you. I was expecting this to get like 10, 15 views, because my non-wrestling video game reviews usually do those numbers. However, that was not the case here. So, you guys, thank you so much. Holy fuck!
Hey, you picked a good game to review then, huh?
I suppose so. At least one that people were willing to hear me talk about for about 10 minutes. And hopefully, you guys will also join me in my review of WrestleMania 24.
There you go. As far as what we're doing here, we're no longer tomorrow is the last day on Twitch, so I believe, actually that's it for us. We got the
we're
Helmsman.
We're done with YouTube.
Yeah, we're done with YouTube, essentially. We are done. This is the last show on YouTube.
Yep, because Sunday is April 1st.
And that's TWK Riffs, which will be twitch.tv exclusive. Of course, we have the Helmsman on Saturday. He'll be doing his regular gaming stream of awesome sauce, so you might want to check him out on his particular twitch.tv channel. Then we're back here on Sunday with TWK Riffs Live, myself, Easy, Spade Ace in the Shades. We're riffing the regular camaraderie of shows. We have Kamen Rider Build, Lupin Ranger versus Pato Ranger, which had a great episode last week, building up the Patos. On Monday, the Shades plays. He's looking into doing something else. On Tuesday, Riff Down with this gentleman and his crew of merry people doing some randomness and watching the Go Home show for WrestleMania on the Blue brand.
It's the Go Home show overall, really.
Yeah, Go Home show. The last show before Mania. Last show before Mania weekend, I should say. There you go. And by the way, don't leave too far there, Evil Rev. Don't. Yeah, he cut his transmission. He said, "Have a good stinger." You people never stick around for the stinger.
I do.
Well, you do because you like them, and I thank you for liking them. You folks never stick around.
We have a few people that do. A few.
Please let me know what you think of the stinger this week. I think I did okay. Anyway. Wednesday, well, we couldn't do the our Monk Mini because of not technical glitches. Shauna was unfortunately unavailable. Lady K, I should say, but she will be available this time around. We'll finally be getting it done on at 9 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. No Ranger recap on Thursday because it'll be a very special edition of the Wrestle-Cast. It'll be myself, TWK, excuse me. And Shin Tiger Curl as we preview the entirety of WrestleMania weekend. We got Supercard of Honor. We got NXT TakeOver. We'll talk a bit about the Hall of Fame. And then our third segment, WrestleMania 34. Fucking A. Just fucking A. Looking forward to it. That's all I'm going to say there. Until then, of course, thank you very much. Of course, if you want some exclusive Twitch emotes, you want to subscribe, please do. At the very least, hit that little heart up there so you know that we are when we are live, there's notifications that tell you, hey, we're doing something. And all that good stuff. And folks, if you folks are still on YouTube, Dizzy Storms, I'm looking at you, looking at a few of you people still hanging around on YouTube. This is it. Next week, we are twitch.tv exclusive as far as live content. So please, head over there, sign up. It's fairly simple. And hit that little heart on the YouTube, on the twitch.tv page. We'll be there and we'll be live Thursday with Shin Tiger Curl. Talking about WrestleMania weekend. Until then, that's it. Thank you very much for tuning in. And tuning into our randomness as per usual. If I could hit the credits button. There we go. On behalf of my good buddy TWK.
Until next time, this is TWK of TWK Reviews, Sunny Torque. Your gimmick!
My name's Matty Jay, reminding all professional wrestling. Support your independent promotion as soon as possible. We shall talk to you next Thursday for the WrestleMania Go Home show. You have a good one. You have a safe one. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye. Devil Pogo Stick, sign up on Twitch. Bye. And he signed up with The Undertaker.
His show.
How's that?
It's his job.
How's that?
He's The Undertaker.